What's going on, guys? It is the Bad Wolf once again, here to bring you guys some fire information, as always. And for the most part, I am pretty much back in office or in the den, if you will. See what I did there? All right, so celebrating this year of the dragon. All right, we're gonna have to come at these people Wiley style. At this point in time, it's all about enforcement. All right, and bringing it to them and sticking it to them. So if they want to deny our constitutional rights, well, then by golly, it's time to be Americans. All right. So this particular video is going to be about the, let's see, I believe it's the I-864 form, which is an affidavit of support under Section 213A of the Naturalization Department of State. Well, Naturalization Department. Okay. They're all kind of together anyway. But anyway, the main focus of this particular video is about paying attention to the details. Now, this particular document actually could be used by certain people out there who are sponsoring somebody who's naturalizing here. So a great number of you guys, this video probably won't benefit. However, I want to show you a little something something in the form itself. A couple of things, though small, but huge nonetheless. So for those people who don't understand this, and to those people who have been mentioning about the YouTube, which by the way, YouTube is a lawsuit for putting the sovereign sit underneath my videos because this is constitutional law. And what you're doing is defamation of character. So I'm glad to see that you guys have removed that because otherwise that could potentially be a lawsuit for either somebody like me or other people you do that to, unless, of course, they're not moving the right way. Hence why all of my videos are now labeled constitutional law. So unless you're going to deprive me of my rights, which would be a really nice check, and you guys know we go way back in this, right? All right. So with that being said, this is constitutional law. And so the federal government, and I know you guys watch my channel too, along with certain other police officers and postal office employees, managers, certain other departments, and well, other legal teams and whatever else. I know you guys watch, all right? Because I've been notified by so many of your employees and other things of that nature. But I digress. And it's okay because all that tells me is that, well, you know, I've been doing this since I was 19, so 20 plus years now. And well, must be doing something right. Otherwise, my materials wouldn't be up and we wouldn't be winning in court. And well, I wouldn't be having your own employees asking me if they can do this, such as police officers and various government and state officials. All right. But any old ways, let's get down to it. All right. As always, guys, do not be scammed by anybody whatsoever. Always vet their information and mine. Check it out for yourself. Don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble with these people because if you don't do commerce properly, they're going to come and bank you. There's a reason why certain people like me have been in this game a really long time is because once you learn how to play the game by their rules, well, then they're just like my head goes off to you. All right. And I also don't rub their nose in the specific victories from the various government officials who've bowed down to the information because they know it's true. They go and talk to their legal department. See, the average person out there, they just feel some type of way about this and they think that is fact. For all those people who have feelings about something, that doesn't mean it's a fact. You feel like your girlfriend is or boyfriend is cheating on you. It's not a fact. Prove it. Okay. No, I don't condone cheating at all. But what I'm trying to say is people out there are like, well, I don't believe this person. And are they some kind of nationalist and they're trying to take over the country or do something that no. If anything, we're trying to restore this country, you morons. All right. So yeah, that goes out to all the people out there who are the naysayers and the whatever else is. Um, it's because you don't understand. You feel some type of way. Feeling doesn't mean nothing in law. The Constitution protects you, it doesn't protect your feelings. You don't see anywhere in there where the Constitution says, well, we're going to try to not hurt your feelings. They deal in facts, equity, creditors, codes, laws, private law, trust law, family law. All right. Anyway, so make sure you vet your information. Make sure that you guys do not get ripped off because I guarantee you 1,000% you will never have me asking you guys for money other than right here or on Black Site 32, and that's in donation form, and I don't sweat you guys about it because I'll be okay. All right. So, and despite what a lot of people think, no, you don't make a ton of money on YouTube unless you've got like probably a 250,000 subscribers or something like that. All right. Anywhere around 100, you should be doing okay, but it's based on people watching all of your ads, and I don't monetize other than what YouTube does, like outside people. At least at this point in time, I have not. I noticed a lot of those offers have simmered down, probably because of the whole labeling that YouTube was putting underneath some of my videos. I'm glad to see that they have changed that because that they were going to be on the list again, right? YouTube, right? All right. So it will never be me asking you guys to invest in cryptocurrency, even in my own groups. Be wary. I do not reach out to anybody like that. Thank you for the people who do reach out and have questions and comments and positive information and blessings and prayers towards me and my family and all that good jazz. I really do appreciate that. I just don't have the time to reach out. So don't take it personal if I can't get to you. Questions, once again, on Black Site 32, consultations, court cases, as educational information only. I'm not a licensed liar. I mean, excuse me, lawyer or any of those things. Um, and though my neighbor's a retired cop and I've got friends and family cops, I'm not. I was going to go into it, that and military, which is why I know a lot of what I'm sharing. And I've also studied things on the legal level, self-taught for over 30 years at this point in time. So there's a difference between legal and lawful, and knowing what the legal department knows by reading the various law books, depending on which jurisdiction you're in, and understanding that the Supreme Court is the most powerful court. The Constitution, the Declaration, the Bill of Rights, these are supreme law of the land. Anything that's not them is underneath them, period. And they're allowed to do it legally if you agree to it. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So let's check out the form. Hopefully everybody is doing good out there. I want to wish everybody a healthy, safe summer, positive life. And if you're a crappy person, well, then get your stuff together. If you're just down on your luck and could be doing better, then um, manifest it with your mind and your heart. Make sure that they are aligned for positive purposes and reasonings. And every day work towards that. And don't give up on yourselves, everybody. You don't need, it'd be nice to have your family and friends and other people there in your corner, but even if they're not, at the end of the day, you have to be there for you. So um, look at your situation right now and understand that the universe is putting you through this until you can start to go every day and keeping positive energy in your heart. Get away from this stupid negative music, negative the crappy stuff that they put in our foods. We put on our bodies, we shower in it. There's all these things in there are negative for your body and your frequency and your energy. All right. So try to keep yourself uplifted, even if you have to fake it till you make it. With that being said, let's jump into the file. All right. So as you can see here, this is an affidavit of support under section 213A. So essentially, is if somebody is trying to naturalize to the immigration services, this is the form that they would use. All right, you're basically vouching for them. All right, but as we come down here, remember I told you guys using in care of? Look right here. Boom, they use it too. Now, remember, the government itself, though some people look at it as not being American directly, they are U.S. and they are, though not directly American, they are our government that's in place and they uphold the Constitution. All right. So the day that they start using the word United States of America back in their wording, then I will say they are purely American. However, from my perspective, they are intermixed with a little bit of business and a little bit of that. And so it is what it is, but more than not, they are on our side and support America and all things American. So God bless America. God bless our country. All right. So once again, right here, they use the in care of. Why? They could have just said name here. No, they put in care of. So there's power behind these things. Okay. And here, though, they have the USPS. Now we know the USPS is not ours. It's pseudo-American. It's US Corp. Okay. The post office is ours. And here they've got the zip code. They don't say PO zip code. It says USPS. The USPS gobbled up the post office. So America is in there, kind of like the rest of these agencies. So they're kind of mixed at the hip. All right. And up here, look, they've got attorney and not lawyer. Okay, because attorneys are real, lawyers are bar. Well, and they're all kind of mixed in the bar. So once again, they're kind of mixed all at the hip. It is what it is. Zip codes are always optional. All right. Notice here they're using upper and lower case lettering. All right. Country of citizenship or nationality. So here, once again, they're acknowledging that you can, unlike a lot of these state forms who don't want to deal with or hear about nationality, the government recognizes both. What is your citizenship or nationality? You don't see those on almost any other forms on a state level and lower because they just want you to go by citizenship. And remember, the word citizenship, first of all, the ship right here tells you that they're basing their things on water. Okay. Shipment, shipping. Okay. Zen is to be made calm. Okay. City or citus, cities, that means to be property of the city state, something non-living. So what is the country of your state where you've been made calm and you're on a ship, or your nationality? And nati. So first of all, you've got the word national in here. And then you have nati, which stands for native or natural. That's the root word. Okay. They've just kind of corporatized it. All right. Check it out, y'all. Funk Soul Brother. If you are filling out this form for a sponsor, you must include proof of your U.S. citizenship, comma, U.S. national status. So for all those cops, all those agents, all those lawyers, attorneys, trolls, naysayers, etc., etc. No disrespect unless it should be applied, then apply it as you need it to be fit to you. But look right here. U.S. national status. Now, we've already proven on Foreign Affairs Manual Section 505.2 that underneath the term U.S. national is the term national, non-citizen U.S. national, and U.S. national, which also includes the term state citizen. Okay. Or lawful permanent resident status. So they acknowledge the national status right here. Look, I mean, I can't say it any better than here. Right here, look, U.S. national status. They're talking about you in the private. This would be you calling yourself a Floridian, a New Yorker, Californian, Arizonan, a Hoosier. All right. Now let's drop down here. Information about the principal immigrant, family name. But here, more importantly, your given name. This means private. It doesn't say legal name. This is your lawful name or your private, your faith, non-corporatized, non-legal person, non-legal entity, your living human being name. All right, same thing over here. Given name, family name, House of Lovett, Lovett Nation, Lovett Empire, Lovett Clan, Empire of the Lovetts. Whatever you go by, whatever you use. All right. And they got to go on to talk about some other basic things. Once again, repeating in care of name, given name. Oh. 11B, I am a U.S. national. You get to choose. There's a difference between a U.S. citizen and a U.S. national. When used like this, they tell us the U.S. is supposed to mean and represent United States. Okay. Some have argued this means America. Some have argued this means a corporation. Sometimes they're interchangeable, though they should be legally distinct and different. But anyway, now some people out there, all right, were like, through the grapevine, no disrespect to the Wolf or Colonel Von Wilson and what they're doing and what they're saying, but there is no national status, or they haven't dug deep enough to find these things. Okay, cool. See, people like me and Colonel Wilson and the Fearless Floyd show, A6, um, Finest Thing Walking, Brandon Joe Williams, and a number of these other ones, Eternal Zion. What we have been paving the road for you guys to even have an opinion. Some of y'all was getting up every day, not even knowing anything about this, and now that y'all seeing some of this and you're getting into it, and that's great. But now y'all want to have an opinion on it, and you know what? Bet you thought I was going to be mad. I'm not mad at all. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. You're entitled to free speech because God bless America. But here's my challenge to you. If you're going to come at us and say, we didn't dig deep enough, then create your YouTube channel. Clear? Create your YouTube channel, put it up, show me step by step why your opinion, your thing, your whatever is proof and vetted so that I can literally call these departments and places and find them on the internet and validate your information. Everybody can throw monkey feces around. That's why I don't deal with these off-brand Captain Save-A-Ho ass dudes out here talking smash about me or Colonel Von Wilson or whatever. But you think I still don't get paid? You think I still don't eat? You think I miss sleep over that stuff? No. If you have a better way, or you're saying that what we're doing is not, we haven't dug deep enough, then bring it forward. Because we've gone out here and cut down these trees to create a path, and then you're going to walk on the path and say this ain't good enough. Okay, that's cool. I ain't even mad at you. But make your path, show it, put your proof, like in school. I don't want to just see the answer. I want you to put the equation down and show me your thinking, justify it, vet it with numbers and locations of departments to be able to do these certain things. Or if you need to talk privately and it's something you can't put on YouTube, because I get information like that all the time. That's why some of the things you guys ask me about and I make videos, there's a reason why I'm making those videos, because sometimes I can't share information or the sources where I get it from because I respect people's privacy and I share what I can and other things I don't. So I have no problem with it. If you guys have a better way, the proof is in the pudding. Put it there, pudding pop. Okay. If not, then it's all talk. I'm not going to respond to anything on some hearsay. You put an answer down on a piece of paper with no formula and no, not showing your work, as our teacher used to say. Come on, man. You know, I mean, if you didn't mean it in a disrespectful way, cool. But if you did, then it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not, I mean, hey, we put this work out here for you to use your own mind to do your own thing. So touch your path and show the work, or we can, or not. But I'm not going to take it serious. Like I said, I rarely address people who've had ill things to say. It is what it is. What, I'm supposed to just cry, ball up in the corner and stop doing what I'm doing, call it a day? Because you'd be like, oh, I know they didn't dig deeper. And to address that whole part too, okay. So yes, I do know that all these terms that we use are constructs of the government. See, they codified or codified, however you want to say it, these natural words and terms because they don't have the jurisdiction over words like just national by itself. So they created U.S. national. They codified it. Okay. Certified it. They brought it in. Here it is. So truly to use that could be considered inappropriate. But if you want to beat them at their own game, mon frère, mon capitaine, tabula rasa. Okay. That last part was Latin, right? Straight up Latin, meaning clean slate. You're not going to get anywhere by having your decrees and be, oh, I'm this. They're not even going to look at it. They're not going to even respect you. You're not going to beat them in court with your decrees. They're going to say, we're going to hold you, you can't, contempt, you can't even be here. Because there's fact with that. If you make something and you operate without that legal name outside of their jurisdiction, yeah, maybe this is where you're going with it. It's true. Calling yourself an American national, which I wouldn't, because as far as I know from my contacts with the FBI and other departments, those people are considered sovereign cits, okay? Domestic terrorists. I'm not, because I just operate privately. I have my own nation. All my stuff is recorded with them, and I'm legit. So if you're going to call yourself something out there, you better use your family name or create it as a nation and not use other people's terms who are getting people in trouble. Because we're here just teaching people how to do commerce the correct way. We're not against the government. We're not against the state. They're doing business. They're running a country. They're doing their best. Most of them. Some of them are scumbags and whatever. But so is everywhere else. Anywhere where there's a person, there's going to be good and bad, light and dark, black and white, good and evil, whatever. We just focus on the good here, the positive. So at the end of the day, yeah, if you want to operate completely private, do that, but make sure you do it the right ways because certain terminology will get you in their radar. If you're just operating privately and doing commerce the correct way, even recording things with them, then they leave you alone. They might watch you or watch my channel like they do. I just want to make sure everything's on the good. Looking up. See, being on the do not detain list, there's sections to it. Just because you're on that list doesn't mean everyone on that list is bad. Some are good people who are on the list and are watched because they want to make sure that they're safe. You are an internationally protected person. And then there's some people out there who do operate in a negative way for negative things against them. And God bless all those good agents and police officers and sheriffs and whatever else who do their jobs every day, do diligently, and take care of those kinds of people. So be careful with who you align yourself with and what words you use to describe yourself. So we use their words because they literally have them printed that this is, if you're going to operate that way, we will recognize your efforts, your way as a non-belligerent non-combatant if you use our words. So if you're going to be out in the jungle, you might be considered belligerent or a combatant, a savage. Savage also means natural, but are you a threat or not? Clearly, I have demonstrated myself to not be a threat. Other people out there and how they run their things, be careful. That's all I can tell you. All right, so let's get back to the screen. There's not much left on there, but we will just wrap it up, B, and go on to the next video. All right, all right, all right. So one of the things we know, jumping over to the passport real quick, is that if you are in the military, people want to say there's nothing to it. But if you're in the military and you do your passport the way we do, a lot of them will get 4 stars right out of the bat. So for those people mean that, oh, you are more of a threat by the higher number of stars that you get on your passport, which we're not harping on the stars anymore. We've been there. We've done that. It's just fill out the passport the correct way. Don't worry about the stars. All right. But people who are in the military or from foreign countries who come here and take a pledge to protect the land, when they do their passports, they usually get 4 right out of the gate. Why is that? Well, why would they look at their own military and services who take a vow to protect America, the geographical land, in the continental sense, threats? Come on, people. Come on. If on a 5-star scale, a military person and somebody who's been naturalized here with an oath to the American flag, not the corporate version, it's a 4, or somebody from another country who says they're a national, both their parents are nationals, so no to mom and dad on the page 2 of 2 in a passport, DS11, and they all get 4s without doing anything overly special, then I would think probably a 1 or a 2 would be bad on the low end. 3 would probably be medium, my guess, right? Kind of makes sense, huh? Some of y'all out here trying to slap box with the dragons, like what, to get your name up? It's all good. It's all good. Knock yourself out in the sandbox, little fella. All right, let's see here. Sponsors contracts, because everything's in contracts. Everything's in statements. They recognize declarations. They recognize certifications. And they recognize signatures, which is a sign of nature. All right. And that's pretty much going to be it. Like I said, just want you guys to see those key pieces on there. It's not directly, but anyway, what I was trying to get to is that we are a part of the change. A lot of forums have been coming up lately because they've been watching these videos. They know they have to, they now are starting to see through videos that I'm making and certain other people that they're like, you know what? Huh, that's what the states are doing. See, a lot of the government doesn't know, the legal department in the government knows, but they've been making forms and they haven't been making forms up to lawful status because they have to recognize somebody who's a national. If they have it on the passport and they recognize it there, and God bless it for having the word America on there. If I don't see the word America, I don't know what I'm getting. Because the United States can mean either or. Typically, it means the corporate version. But when I see America, I know I'm in the land of the free. All right. Especially right here where it's upper and lowercase and not all uppercase. Even though, according to their GPO styles manual, they don't go by capitis demutio or conspicuous format. But we know that they kind of on the side do, but we'll leave it alone. Um, so really, I think that's about it, guys. That's it. All right. So you guys take care. I'm off to make my next video. Year of the Dragon. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to support on Black Site 32, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.